Hello, folks. We're live. It's Stout Sunday. We are live on Stout's Porter and Stout Porter Sunday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Stout Reviews. Michael Komaroff, the Stout King, is in Brooklyn, New York City, New York. Whiskey Scout is in Kansas. Beverage Ramble is in this week in Georgia, and he was in Alabama, and then he'll be in New Jersey coming up. Now, just kidding. All right, now. We're delayed. We're delayed because I went to church and it lasted till almost 9. So then I came home, had to change clothes, and then I had to do the solo review of this stout I'm going to bring. And then I had to write the written reviews, and then I had to set this up. So it took a little while, and it took longer than 30 minutes. So
Jay, you still do the written reviews for Beer and Me?
That's gone. Forget the Beer and Me. The Beer and Me is gone with the wind. I do written reviews on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and Untapped.
Okay.
And anytime anytime I'm reviewing a beer at home, I'll put the review on those. Now, if I'm at a friend's house, I can't say, "Oh, well, let's stop everything because I got to write a written review." It just doesn't happen, So,
what?
I write a lot of written reviews. I feel more comfortable writing the reviews, but I don't always do it when I'm away from home. Well, anyhow, thanks to everybody for joining. Johnny Neely obviously is busy, so I never heard from him, so I had to host it. But he's going to try to get back to hosting one day. So okay,
he's traveling actually. He texted me.
Traveling.
I can't release where, but he's traveling.
Okay, good.
Oh, maybe off air you can release it?
Yes, after it's over, I can tell you where it is.
Okay, just give us his address on air so people will know where it is.
He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be stalked.
All right. Anyway,
peeper.
It's always good to let people know you're not going to be at home for so many days. Okay. Anyway, no wait. The post office says not to let people. All right. Anyway, all right. Now straight to ale.
Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, Huntsville, Alabama. Straight to ale, and this is a beer called "Shout at the Devil." It's kind of stupid looking, but
Who's the brewer, Jay?
Straight to ale.
Straight to ale. Shout at the devil.
That looks like looks like one of the singers from. I ain't gonna say Mickey Thomas from Jefferson Starship.
It looks more like him. Looks more like him than some other crew. But
what's the ABV?
7.8.
Okay.
And I've used a 27.4. Yeah, but their labels are all kind of stupid looking. But
it's very their labels are creative. Straight to remember, I bought a lot of their stuff when I lived in Mobile. I haven't seen any of the stuff.
But I don't drink the label,
I do.
Oh, sorry.
See, this is not Stout Sunday, y'all. It's Sarcastic Sunday. Now, and I'm not a sarcastic person, nor have I ever been. So I find it very offensive. Anyway, I'm gonna look past that. I'm gonna be the bigger person. Shout at the Devil. I'm putting this in the banners. Is 7.8%. And I bought this in Birmingham, Alabama, at a store called Piggly Wiggly.
The pig.
Now, Michael is going to tell us what he's got, and I'll post that in the banners.
Anybody who has Trader Joe's stores in their area, I'm not sure if they're in Kansas, Robert, or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay,
I got them here.
Jay, I think you go to Trader Joe's. I think sometimes, and I think you do.
Yes.
This has been reviewed on the show before.
Yeah.
Guess what I got, Michael?
You do the same thing? Good. I like that.
You little
So it's Stockyard Oatmeal Stout at 5.2%, and it looks like John was reading my mind, but we can do a comparison, I guess, as we both do it, and whatever comes of that, we may agree, we may disagree, but whatever it is, whatever. So these are part of Trader Joe's original beers in their different portfolios. This one is made by Joseph Brow in San Jose, California.
Which means Gordon Biersch. But
Gordon Biersch is the brewer.
So you and him. So we got 2 of those. Now Whiskey Scout has.
I could go upstairs and get one of those. I got one left. I don't know what I've been waiting for with it, but I do have it from Trader Joe's. But I've had it for a long time too. But I've already had this warming up for about 30 minutes. It's from Toppling Goliath. Goliath Brewing. Term Oil S'mores. So last week I had a s'mores flavored stout. So I'm following up with another one this week. And it is 13.8% alcohol by volume. I had to look it up on the website to get that. It's not marked on the can anywhere.
That's up my alley.
Yeah. Barrel-aged stout with natural and artificial flavors. The little stuff on the back says this stout begins with a decadent base aged in bourbon barrels to create dark, rich, creamy, barrel-forward stout. Unfiltered beer sediment is normal. And it's from Decorah, Iowa. So that is what I have.
I can get Toppling Goliath at the co-op, by the way. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I got this in Kansas City. We don't see. I have seen it on rare occasions in Wichita. Only maybe one place has a couple of offerings in it. It's not very common here. Now, Kansas City, it's a lot more common, but you're a lot closer to Iowa and Kansas City too.
We're quite a bit east of Iowa, if you think about it, though.
Yeah. And I think I picked this up on the Missouri side. So their distribution in Kansas City, Missouri is much different than we get in Kansas. So
I'll have to look and see which Toppling Goliaths they have, but they definitely have some. And I'll look to see if I can get that one.
Okay. All right, boys. That's what I got. Jean-Pierre.
Yep, good old Stockyard. I was debating getting this or getting the Murphy's Irish Stout yesterday because I was at Trader Joe's. I picked up a few things. I got some beers to review, and one of them I just uploaded just a while ago. But yeah, so I said, all right, let me go on Stout Sunday. I'll join. I'll pick this. So Michael and I were
on the same wavelength.
Channeling each other.
Yes. So, yeah, I've done this before with Stockyard. I think I brought this the last time we did Stout Sunday. So I'm probably gonna give it the same score like I did before.
Well, don't look at your previous score and see
how you feel about it today. You never know.
Exactly.
It may be terrible.
You never know.
After that hard coffee I just reviewed for the Pabst hard coffee salted caramel, this might be a better score, even a higher score than that one.
Jay, I was going to mention to you that John thanks you for hosting Stout Sunday in his absence.
Oh, you're welcome. He's always thanking me. He doesn't have to keep thanking me.
No, but he wants to. He has a good person who's handling this. It's the first time I've been back in probably 6 weeks, maybe even 7. It's been since the beginning of the summer. We're going later to the beach club is the reason I'm here. So figure I can fit myself in and see you guys again.
He knows I'm not possessive, and I
the
just
weather's been cooperative. Yeah, the weather's been very cooperative up there in Northeast, Michael.
It's been really hot. July has been like early August already. It's been really hot. It's supposed to get up to 90 today too. You've been here for a summer, John. You know what it's like in the north.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And Kansas too, Robert. It's not like that's like you're cold in the summer.
Oh no, we're quite warm right now. Very warm here.
And Jay, New Orleans is hot too. We know.
Yeah, 91, and the humidity is so bad. I'm starting to become possessive. And I think that when John decides to come back, that I'm not going to turn it over to him now. I'm starting to decide that. It's going to my head.
No, it'll be like the Jay Leno. It'll be like the Jay Leno, David Letterman scenario.
Are you ready to see
Jay Leno gets the Tonight Show?
Ready to see my T-shirt? Look what I'm wearing.
Oh, you little snickerdoodle.
And that's macro, but I don't care.
But that's a great craft beer company, right? Wink, wink.
How much, Jay? How much Blue Moon do they make?
I don't know why anybody would wear a Blue Moon
too.
shirt. I don't know why anybody would wear a Blue Moon shirt on Stout Sunday. You know, that is just not. That's just not right.
It's done for special effect.
Yeah.
Got two stockyards, two Blue Moons.
Blue Moon Brewing Company, brewed in Golden, Colorado. That's the same place as Coors, but they're a craft beer company.
Don't say too much. Don't say too much. Blue Moon sent me this T-shirt. I don't want to, screw up the gravy train. You know what I mean? And they sent me 4
I had to
glasses.
pay for mine. I bought mine, but that's okay.
4 Blue Moon glasses and a T-shirt and a bottle opener and little, cardboard coasters to put on the table. I love you, Blue Moon. I love you. Okay. Although it has been 8 years since I got anything from them, but I bring that up now. So I poured the beer, but if you want to send a lot more, Blue Moon, I'm not saying don't do it. You are a good, true, honest, real craft beer company in my book. Even though you're owned by Molson Coors, but we're not going to mention that. All right.
What?
John, I said we're not.
John doesn't understand that big companies own these breweries.
Now here is the dark brown appearance. It had a medium beige head, but that's dissipated and it doesn't give much lacing. I'm going to do a screen share and show their website for a moment. Hello, Commerce Ozzy and MD31 and Daryl Macias. Thanks for watching, everybody. So there's the website. It doesn't really say anything about the ingredients. It just said serve it at 55 degrees, pair with barbecue beef or chocolate espresso cake or chocolate brownie. And then they saying brewed with sea salt caramel coffee. I'm not really tasting all that. Dark and robust brew finishes with hints of caramel and strong coffee notes. And then there's a locator tool, which, I'm not concerned with looking at that. All right. We don't get their beers here. So, I think I saw Monkey Knot once or twice, but you may as well say their beers are not distributed here. And if you don't like it, you can go straight to ale.
I got it.
Jay is so punny.
I know.
Yeah, but I can't help that. That's a gift. And I'm
modest too.
Yeah, extremely modest.
I am humble and modest, and I was thinking about getting a billboard put up on the interstate that would showcase how humble I was. But because I'm always the first to mention my modesty. I'm always the first to tout it, actually. But and I learned to be modest, and I'm very proud of that.
Let it go. We were just kidding.
Maybe. But the sick thing is I'm not. That's the scary part. But getting off my high horse, and it's a high horse too. It's damn high. But getting off of it, this beer doesn't have a whole lot of aroma, I got to tell you. The aroma is kind of low. But I've noticed that with every beer I smell since I had a certain little illness of a certain unnamed type back around a year and a half ago, but we won't even allude to that. Here's with the taste.
Cheers.
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 All right. The beer is not really coffee forward, although it's becoming more so as it warms. Okay, granted that. You're picking up chocolate and vanilla, which it doesn't contain either chocolate or vanilla. Naturally, getting dark roasted malts. The funny thing about this beer, oatmeal stout, right? So that usually doesn't add much flavor because oatmeal is kind of bland. Why you think people always put maple syrup and cinnamon in and every other kind of thing? But Oatmeal I thought was supposed to add like a silky, or you could say slimy, but we don't use those terms when we describe in beer. We say silky or viscous mouthfeel. Not really noticing that here. I know it has oatmeal because it says in the can, but if you gave this to me blind, like the celebrated Michael Komarov grapefruit IPA incident of 2015, I would not have guessed oatmeal. I would never bring it up. Coffee, perhaps, yes, but not oatmeal. So that got me thrown. Is this now the body's medium and the finish is pretty dry? Sweetness scale, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes, 2 out of 5. So it's on the dry side. Bitterness units, 1 out of 5 hop cones. I know Guinness is 40 IBUs. I would be shocked if this is 20. But
It said on the website, Jay, that it was 21.7, I think. I read it.
oh, that's right. I'm shocked that I forgot that. Yeah, I'm shocked about that, really, because, it doesn't taste like 21.7. But, that's why Bell's Brewing doesn't talk about IBUs. If you get on Bell's website, they're like, don't bring up IBUs with us because the numbers don't match half the time. And it's not a good tool to use. That's what they're saying. And I kind of agree with that because I drink beers with high IBUs. They don't taste bitter. Now I drink beers with low IBUs. It tastes bitter. But anyhow, that being said, I like the beer. Getting it in a make your own 6-pack for $10.99. I can't really complain. It's going to be a good score. It won't be a great score. It'll be a good score. And that's the way I feel about it. Now, I'm going to go to Michael, and I would bring up the website, but there's one little problem, and you know what the problem is.
There is no.
It's too big of a website to bring up.
No, there ain't nothing there. I mean, Trader Joe's does Trader Joe's will show a few beers, but I don't think they show Stockyard. But I'll try to look up. But I don't think they show it.
You can go to Drizzly, or you can go to the tasting table. Or
yeah, but I like to. Yeah, but I feel comfortable going with official website. It's not.
He wants the source,
which most of their beers don't really have any, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But
right.
Going to the source.
That's right. I'm trying to drag Michael over, but this thing doesn't always work too well.
Okay, so I showed it before, and here it is again. That's what the bottle looks like. I have my handy Dan Flying Dog bottle opener. Nondescript bottle cap, straight black.
Yeah.
My Captain Lawrence glass. Let's see if I can see the pour. Uh-oh. Heading toward an Alex pour. Better stop it fast.
Wow. Even though I've been
see that nice mocha kind of colored head. A little bit, but as we've said all the time, it will turn to beer, so we really don't care. That's what it looks like. Let me get a nose on it. I see Max Volt is there from Russia.
Yeah.
You're getting roasted malts. You're getting some coffee, some chocolate. It actually smells pretty good. It's an oatmeal stout. If you just looked at this and smelled it, you couldn't tell it was an oatmeal stout, even though the head is creamy, but you wouldn't know it was an oatmeal stout just by looking at it. It could be just a straight stout. You don't know. And I think this type stout is an Irish oatmeal stout. If I remember right from reading it. An Irish tradition. So this is an Irish one. Well, I'm salivating, so let me get a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's actually pretty nice. It's a malty front with you get a little bit of the coffee taste and the chocolate. Pretty smooth. 5.2%, so it's very sessionable, and this could be something that you could drink several. Goes down pretty easy. As you notice, the head is kind of dissipating a little bit, but it's still half of what it was.
And if you want to, Mike, can I just harping on with this since we have the same product? Also, it's very roasty as well.
Yes, there is
nice roasty feel taste to this.
Roasty malts
always liked
definitely are featured in the taste of this for sure. And if I remember right, I think the 6-pack was $6.99, so it's only $1.17 a bottle. So certainly, if nothing else, it is a value in the current marketplace that we deal with
Very much so right now.
buying beer. So
inflation.
I was disappointed in the Trader Joe's store I went because this was the only beer they had from any of their lines.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if that means that my Trader Joe's has decided to go full beer and have everything else featured and not get their beers in. My daughter went to another one, and they also had that other line they have, Jose.
Trader Jose Light. And
Jose,
they had that line with just their regular and their light, but they didn't have the stockyard. So I don't know. Maybe in Brooklyn, there's more appeal for the other beers they sell, your national beers. So they've seemed to have scaled back. This may not be a trend. This could just be something local to me. But I do like that whole unibrow line they have in those big bottles. And I always bought those. And I've always bought some of the other stuff too.
Unibrew, yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones, they're like ales. It's an ale brewed on lees, and they're like, one of them is 7.5, and I think one of them is 9. And if I remember right, they used to only be, $5.99. It was $6 for the big 25.4 ounce bottle. Okay, let's get back to the stock.
Yeah.
And also, and I'll show you, this is also what they have. I bought this yesterday from Trader Joe's. This is new. This is their summer brew they have out right now from Joseph Brau.
See, I've seen that in the past, but it's funny. When I went, like I say, to the store, this was the only thing they had, and I bought a 6-pack of it. But I'll keep looking. Maybe they're going to back up the stuff. Maybe they just were out of stock in it. I don't know. I didn't ask anybody. Next time I go, I'll question. The good thing about Trader Joe's, at least in mine, the staff is all over the place. I mean, they have workers in every row stocking everything, and you can always find somebody to talk to if you have questions and stuff, which is really a good thing. A lot of other stores you go to, you have to seek out help. They're all over the place, and they will get the answer if they don't know. They'll go speak to the manager or whoever might know about the beer and whatever. All right, so I'm pretty fond of this so far. I'll come back and, Robert will go and then John will go and I'll have further thoughts.
Well, let me ask a question to Robert. Robert, do you mind if Jean goes next just for a comment of the product?
No, I don't care. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jay.
Just so to be.
Yeah, no, I don't. They don't. Yeah, we're good. Whatever. I'm going to go. I don't care. Sooner or later. You ain't going to forget about me, surely.
Well, just to harp on what Mike is saying about this, again, what attracts me to this is the roastiness and the coffee flavor of it. It's nice. It's creamy. It's just very sessionable. 5.2%. You can't go wrong with it. And if you look at their rankings, this is probably one of their, I think top 10 best-selling beers that they sell at Trader Joe's. So people do get this a lot. And I think they've done, Joseph Brau did a really good job with this. But if you want to introduce someone to a stout, this is it. So very roasty malt, really nice coffee feel to this stout. I've always enjoyed it. And kind of the same feelings I have that Michael has about this. So, and I have my score, which more likely would be identical to Michael. So, on to Robert.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
That was very quick.
Let me try to find the website for Cropland and Goliath, like from the Bible. Like King David. Well, he wasn't a king then, but he killed Goliath. Remember, with a slingshot.
Yeah.
He wasn't a king at the time.
Yeah.
Like 20 years old. Okay.
It wasn't a slingshot like this, guys. It was There's two types.
Long leather strap long leather strap that they would swing and get a lot of momentum going, and it was like a bullet.
Yep.
It would come out
It
like
had
a bullet.
a big pouch on the end. You could load a pretty good size rock in it. It's not like shooting those little slingshots, what we call slingshots, or British call catapults nowadays with the 2 rubber bands. It wasn't like that at all. Took some skill because I made one as a kid, and to release it so it'll go forward it takes some time to develop that sense. Oh,
Got a lot of practice. You need a lot. I'm trying to find the beer on the website, so just be patient. I'm getting.
all right.
Trying.
I found it,
but I'm not seeing.
You got to go to
limited release.
Which one did they have it in here?
I see it. It's in a big can. I found it. Just let it
all right. Up. You got to find the right one though, because it's what the heck is going on here? I don't know what just happened there. Hold on, I messed my screen up too now somehow. Okay, I'm back on StreamYard now. Okay, but yeah, it's the barrel aged with natural flavors one. It had several offerings, I noticed. Oh, I spilt that over the side.
Oh man, that's like $1 you just spilled.
Yeah, because it's not cheap stuff. This was a very expensive can. This was the most expensive of the beers I bought that day. I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, it crowded right up to $20.
Ooh.
The head dissipated very quickly. In fact, it's gone right as of now. I won't say it's very effervescent, because I think of effervescent as that foam kind of sticking around and popping for a little while. This was more poured and gone. It developed and it dissipated really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that.
It's black as night. I know the lighting's poor here, guys. I'm in the basement, but my daughter's in my room upstairs, but I can't hold it up to the sunlight coming through the basement window, and I see no light, not even around the edges, coming through on this one. Oh. When does it cut in it again? I get the chocolate for sure. I get a little bit of that oaky bourbon barrel. I get peanut butter. It don't say nothing about peanut butter in it.
It's got artificial flavoring also, so just goes to show you.
Where is it? Let's go to. I got to look at the website page again, because perfectly roasted marshmallow, melted chocolate, graham crackers. But there is no mention of peanut butter in this at all. I get a peanut butter note with it. No. It's clear too. I get the vanilla. This has got now the vanilla is coming through very well. It's a rich, dark vanilla. It's like you're just smelling vanilla straight that comes from Mexico. The chicken on the front, that dark vanilla. You're smelling that straight out of the bottle with this. So I get chocolate, peanut butter, and vanilla. A little bit of the oakiness. I get nothing at all of roasted malts that I can detect whatsoever. I mean, the vanilla is now starting, as it's sitting in the glass, the vanilla is now starting to just overwhelm the nose on this. Oh my gosh. This is the nose, guys. The nose is awesome on this. I mean, I think I could just sit here and smell the nose for a long, long time.
Yeah. That'd be for that price. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I like to try things. So,
Well, yeah, I do too. But I like them. I like them to match what I'm paying too.
well, this has got a good start. I'm telling you right now. The nose is awesome on this. That's the only thing I can tell you. This is much better nose than the s'mores last week. Okay, I got to get past that point. Let's get. Or I'm going to hog up the whole time.
Cheers, Robert.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, we do get now on the palate. The roastiness does show up. The roasted malts show up. It's got a very comfortable, heavy vanilla bourbon note coming through. The chocolate is there. Then there is the graham cracker is now showing up. And that graham cracker sweetness with the graham cracker with a little bit of sugar on top, that's sitting right here, guys. I can taste it right there in the very back. So. Oh, this is a potpourri. Sweet, not sickly sweet, but sweet. And there's enough bitterness to balance the sweet, though. I will say that was last week. We had a good balance. I think it's still carrying on today with this beer, with this s'mores.
Excellent.
Get just a twinge of the alcohol. You're talking you're not noticing it, but if you sit there and you just dwell for a minute and think about it, you do notice it, but it's maybe it's like drinking a 3.2% beer, just to kind of give you an idea.
Wow.
It's all you're really detecting on it. I'm sorry, I bumped my camera there. That bourbon vanilla note, and there's the peanut butter again. Take another sip. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. It sounds like it's living up to its price point.
Even I'm surprised. It's much more than I thought.
So, Robert, is this one better than the one last week?
Oh, yes. What last week was
That was from a different company.
yeah. It was from Pipeworks Brewing, and it was I gave it a 92. It had more of this doesn't have the cinnamon note that one had in it. This is the flavors are more rich. They're more bold. There's no wateriness to this. It's a heavy pour, thick, viscous in the mouth. It's lasting. We are still getting all the flavors right now. This is just dwelling on the palate.
Good.
This is good. I've only had a couple other beers from Toppling Goliath, not stouts. They were other beers. I think I had some sort of lager from them, and I don't know what the other one was. It's been too long. But this is the best, I can tell you right now. You get that bourbon, the bourbon and the heavy vanilla on the bourbon. It is so comfortable. I mean, it's like you're getting the bourbon flavors, a heavy vanilla bourbon flavor, just a little bit of that oak in there, and a lot of the vanillins, a little bit of that natural bourbon note you get with a little bit of that caramel in it. But you're not getting you're not getting smacked in the face with ABV.
No, that's good and bad. Good and bad.
Yeah. Guys, this is much better than last week's.
I'm glad to hear that. All right.
This
well,
really good.
guess we'll go. We'll go to the score part now. I know what the winner are going to be today. Okay. So let me see if I can get this drug over here, because this thing ought to fight you, you know. Well, I'm glad I bought this product. It's fine. And they did a good job. It could have more oatmeal aspect to it. Like I said, I never would have guessed oatmeal if I hadn't looked at the label. Coffee, yeah, I get that. After it was at least. Let's see, $10.99. That's $7 divided by 6. So it's less than $2 a can for at least in the variety pack. It wasn't a bad deal. I just prefer if it had more boldness, but I guess a 7.8, it's kind of limited in that sense. But I'll give it a 92. I thought it might improve. I did this because I started with a 92 on my solo review, but it didn't really. So I'm going to stick with 92. A minus, not quite up to the A level, which would, in my case, would be a 93 to 97. When you get to 98, now you're getting into outstanding, but I don't usually get to I usually don't reach that number with most of the beers I try. Let's see. 92 out of 100, A minus. That's fine. As far as promos, talking about Iowa, somebody gave me this can one time.
Hawkeye beer.
Guess somebody's an Iowa State fan. Or Iowa. No, Iowa.
University of Iowa.
Iowa
But then it says,
Cyclones.
yeah, they're the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Then it says on the label, brewed and canned for Steve DeBellis, 1980, by Joseph Pickett and Sons Brewing Company of Dubuque, Iowa. They've probably been out of business. Joseph Pickett and Sons. And then it says here, not associated with University of Iowa.
Yeah.
Tuesday at dawn, I'm going to do another rum taste challenge. I'm getting through the rums. It's winding down. We're winding it down. But we've got from 1956, the ever famous Skull Dry White. That's the Scandinavian word for cheers. Skull.
Yeah.
So it means cheers, dry white rum. It's from the West Indies somewhere. It's bottled in Kentucky. I got it really cheap. They had it on sale when I went over there at International Market for $6.99 for a liter. And then a week later, they didn't have a single bottle left, so people blew through this. You would think it's got no chance against the Don Q, but I got well schooled this morning. I had a bad lesson in overconfidence this morning, and I got shamed live on the air, so too bad for me. But Don Q has been doing very well, except I dropped the ball this morning, I guess. But anyway, this company was founded in 1865, the Distillerías Cereales in Puerto Rico. They've been in Puerto Rico all those years. So that's going to happen, we hope. And then as far as new finds, I got this yesterday. Is it any good? I couldn't tell you. It's made by a company called Kilbeggan Distilling. They claim they were established in 1757. It's blended Irish whiskey. It's got the 3 colors of Ireland, the flag, 80 proof, and it's called Two Gingers.
Yep. I've seen it. I never bought it.
It's got 2 women with red hair on it. They claim it's something to do with the company or whatever. They claim they're Ireland's oldest continually licensed distillery, and it's aged 4 long years. 4 long years. Smooth, malty, and slightly sweet with a tingle of honey and citrus. 2 Gingers, woody essence suggests caramel and vanilla to the finish. Drink neat, mixed with ice or with friends. Pretty much don't have any other choice because they pretty much covered any way you could drink it. So we'll see. I mean, I'll be open-minded. I try to be open-minded with things. And then on Wednesday at 6:20, we have a special video coming up called Examine Any Taylor Dessert Wine. And I've got a big bottle of Taylor cream sherry. 18% alcohol, 18%.
What day?
Woo, woo. Wednesday.
Wednesday. So that'll be for wild card Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah. Examine any tailored dessert wine. The following Wednesday is examine any dessert wine, which means
Well,
14.
I might make one. I got a well coming up, so maybe make one of those. I can't say which.
All right. This one is from New York State, Canandaigua in the Finger Lakes. Okay, that's it for me. One more thing. I did find this Pabst Blue Ribbon hard coffee mocha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen
I
that.
did
That's
review-
pretty good. I've had that.
Yeah, I did a review of the salted caramel this
You've had
morning.
that.
Good.
I'm going to upload it sometime this afternoon. So
They're interesting. I'm not going to say they're great products, but I think they're interesting for what
that's
they are.
kind of the same feeling I have about them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Right. So,
If I could get this thing to drag over.
Okay, John, it's moment of truth time. We'll see if we're in exact agreement on the number of our rating.
Right.
I am going to give the Stockyard a 90, which is my lowest A-. And it's not because it's not good. It's just I've had oatmeal stouts that are much better than this, that are in the A range totally, that have more creaminess, more smoothness. But for the price, this getting an A- to me, I'm very impressed, and I will keep buying it. It could be in your A range, and if it is, I understand. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a very fine beer, and I like it a lot, and I will continue to buy it. But I've had several other really good oatmeal stouts in the same kind of ABV range, also in the
Samuel Smith.
range. I can't give it a solid A, but it's 90. And I'm hoping that my Trader Joe's stores in my area start stocking some of their own products, because it's hard to understand. They must make more profit on their own stuff than on regular beer, I would think. Doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't be pushing it. To answer Jordy's question, Jordy asked a question over here, if anybody's given any beers 100. If you've watched me before, 99 is the highest I've ever given anything. Jay's given the Westerian a 12, and that's 100 plus, right? That you have given other 100.
It's above 100. But that's an example.
Above.
That's an example, right?
Everybody has their own system, and I'm waiting for the beer to come along to give me 100. And if it does, I will.
I don't know. I've given probably 3-4 100s in my life, or maybe more. Not many more though.
Now, does Michael have any promos or secret finds or anything like that?
Well, the only promo announcement I have tomorrow, Giant Space Monkey is coming over, and we're hoping to do another of our extravaganzas, and maybe with another person too, who right now is a question mark, but he said maybe. And Audrey too. So it could be as many as 4, I guess as few as 3, and we always have fun. And he has Monday, Tuesday off, so this way he has Tuesday to air out after we're finished. But I hope to be able to join, other events still during the summer. But it's been such a really nice summer at the beach, and we try to leave early. And this is 10:30. There are times we're already on our way by then. So today we're here. So today I'm on. It's always great to see you guys.
Same here, Michael.
I always watch the playback to see what everybody did, so I keep in touch with what's going on. But I really haven't been making Bumpy's show or Beerman show or Eric's show or Jay, your Wednesday show either. But once the fall comes back, I'll get back into the swing of things again and be able to spread myself out a little bit better. But I'm doing all the stuff at the Beach Club, so we have weekly ones there. I posted that yesterday on some of the sites, so I think everybody got a chance to see it in Beer Talk. And so far, everything is good.
Well, that's good. That's good.
All right, Michael, the score I'm going to give is a 91 for the Stockyard. So maybe one grade up, another A-2. Again, what I love about this stout, the roastiness, the coffee flavor in this, and most importantly, the price. Nothing against Samuel Smith and some of the other oatmeal stouts that are out there. They're good. They're just as good, but I like the price of this one even better. Yeah, I think as I said, these are probably one of their best selling beers that Trader Joe's has. If you want to, I wouldn't say the simpler times Pilsner is okay. The lager is a little too rough for me. Very strange product, but most of their stuff that Trader Joe's put out, I think they really are pushing more of their beers now. I think now seeing how people are kind of be very cautious about their money. I ain't gonna say they're the best thing, but if you want to save a few dollars, why not? Unfortunately, we don't have liquor sold at Trader Joe's here in Georgia, but we do. Beer.
We do.
I know. Lucky you, man, my friend. So, yeah. So that's the score. As far as promos, I did the Newport Days. Their hazy pale ale that's uploaded. Also, I just uploaded this morning the Trader Joe's Trader Jose Light Lager. So those two videos are uploaded, and I'm going to upload this afternoon the Pabst hard coffee salted caramel that I did this morning. So those are the beers I've reviewed, and this is what I got coming up. One of the Trader Joe beers that I was showing you is this one right here. This is their Joseph Brown Summer Brew lager, top 40 lager. So I got that yesterday. I have from Gate City, I have the Tacky McFly, which is their sour that Gate City Brewing here in Roswell, Georgia. Let me get, if y'all just hold on 1 second, I'll show you what the beers I have. Just make this real quick.
Okay. All right, well, it's been 1 second, so.
1001, 1002.
Why are you not back yet? It's been 1 second. Why are you not back yet?
2006.
Let's go. Move it. Let's go. Move it. Oh, hello, Jean.
Yeah, so here it is.
It's more like 12
City, as you see, the Gate City Party McFly. If you look like the Back to the Future kind of thing, kind of cool. Yeah. So that's their sour that I will sour ale. Also from Creature Comforts, based in Athens, I got their Cosmic Debris Double IPA. From Scaffolding Brewing, also here in Georgia, I got their Tropical Wheat beer. This is their Dirty Beaches.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to try that. I like a good wheat beer like that.
So
Boulevard's unfiltered wheat's good. I imagine I would like that as well.
We drank a wheat beer yesterday.
So, and also from Boulevard, I haven't done these yet. I will do it sometime this week. I've had it for about a couple of weeks now, about a week, 2 weeks now. The Boulevard Dark
Truth, yeah, I've had that.
Which I bought.
Good stuff.
I had this.
That's really good. That one's really good.
Yep.
Robert gave that to me.
So those are the beers I got. Jay, I'll do my best to join you at 6:20 Eastern, 5:20 Central, 3:20 Pacific for Wild Card Wednesday with the Taylor wines. And
Wait. You got it wrong. It's 7:20 Eastern.
7:20 Eastern. Excuse me. I'm still in Central Time. Going over there. 7:20, 6:20 Central, 4:20 Pacific. With that, same with Fandango Friday, 6:20 Eastern, 3:20 Pacific. Try to jump, with the liquors and all that stuff. And I guess John will be back for Stout Sunday next week.
Hopefully.
10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. So there you go. There's all my stuff.
All right. Where is Gate City from?
Roswell, Georgia.
Okay. If you go there, do you have a gate that you have to go through to get to the city?
He's such a funny fella.
I was just wondering. I didn't want to crash into it if I ever visited. Okay, now Robert is going to give us his score. The Whiskey Scout.
As soon as I'm up.
Well, you know how that thing doesn't cooperate.
I
And
know.
people always say, what's the problem? It doesn't work. Damn.
Well, I will get started talking anyway before I give the score. This is, I'm going to say, the best.
Yes, I'm Robert. By the way.
Yeah, he's Rob. Just imagine that's my voice channeling through Jean. This is the best bourbon barrel beer that I've ever had. And that's not to take away from CBS, because that's Canadian bourbon. That's Canadian barrel series, whatever. The CBS was a Canadian whiskey barrel brewed series. But as far as bourbon barrels go, this one is the best by far I've ever had. And I've had quite a few, because I make it a habit. I love, anytime I see barrel aged stout, I'm a sucker. I just buy. I get all the bourbon notes I want out of this. In fact, it's just still lingering. It's really good. For 13.8% alcohol by volume, this is for a s'mores even effect. But the peanut butter was the throw off, and I did some thinking. And with the thinking I've done, the whiskey that gives me the most peanut butter notes is Jim Beam. Jim Beam's known for peanut notes. And I'm wondering if they didn't get their barrels from Jim Beam that they stored their stout in, or they, So if they barrel aged it in Jim Beam barrels, that explains the peanut note. But everything else, bourbon flavored, is just coming through in spades in this. And I really like this. And I'm going to tell you right now, even $20 a can, which I can't remember, but I'm believing I paid. If I didn't pay that, I paid real close to it, because I bought a lot of beers that day. But I remember one was in the $20 range, and I'm pretty sure this was the one. I will buy it again. If that tells you anything, I will purchase this again if I see it.
Well, like my grandma used to say, like my grandma used to say, when you got a lot of money, you can do anything in the world. But
I don't have a lot of money, but I spend my money wisely. So when I spend my money wisely, and I wisely spend it on something that's worth that costs a lot of money, you get what you pay for in this world. And I've learned that a hard way several times in this life.
You got to live once, right?
I learned it. The hardest I learned it was when I had a Volkswagen Rav GTI back in the day, and I kept buying the cheapest half shafts for the CV joints to replace in it. Well, they came out of Mexico. They were made in Mexico. I replaced 3 of those before I finally went to the VW place and bought the original one made in Germany. They would last a week and just shatter. Bought the one from Germany, never replaced it again. Good. So that kind of gives you an idea. You get what you pay for.
I'm just kidding with you, of course, but sometimes I don't get what I pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes you don't. There's exceptions to everything, Ron. I'm not I agree with you on that. But generally I find that's the case. Generally.
Yeah, you're right. Generally.
So I'm going to give it a 99, guys. It's just a small step below the CBS, and I mean a very small step below the CBS or something of that nature.
It's unfortunate CBS got discontinued. That was really good. Right. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, KBS
I think they did that on purpose so that they could make people wait and then come back, make a big comeback. Oh yeah.
Well, that's all right. I'll wait to come back. Right. But this one here is 99. It's in my mind, it's worth the $20. And if I see it again, it will be a repeat purchase, and I will review it again if I see it again, either on this or some other one of you guys' other channels. The 13.8% is totally masked. You're drinking a 3.2% beer at best on this. But I can tell you right now, I'm starting to feel just a little bit of the effect of that 13.8. So, no, it's all right. It's just a comfortable feeling. I'm comfortable. I just don't know what else to say about it. I was surprised because Last week I gave a 92, and it was a good s'mores flavored stout. This one probably doesn't have the cinnamon flavor and a few other things. But this one, it has a richness. I mean, there's just a solid. I mean, you feel like you've drank something and it's sustaining and you feel like it's sticking with you. And I don't know how to put that into words other than that. This is very
that makes sense.
Yeah, this is very encompassing in everything it delivers. And sometimes it's even like a whiskey. If you only got a whiskey that's delivering 2, 3, 4 notes, but they're delivering those 2, 3, or 4 notes with such intensity and veracity, it's a much better than a whiskey that's delivering 15 notes that's maybe all over the place, to me.
I was talking about that this morning. I was talking about that this morning before I did my catastrophic failure. I was talking about how some things have just a few flavor notes, but they'll have a depth of flavor.
Exactly.
Some of them have a lot of notes, but the notes are no good.
And I'm telling each one of you in person right now, if you see this, you should buy it and try it. It's worth the cash. I mean, I know it's a lot of money to pay for it, but it's worth it in my book.
Is that in the only size, Robert, that comes in?
This is all I've seen. They have it, I think, on the website. It was in a no, they show a can on the website.
Yeah, the website showed a can.
So yeah, you're getting the tall boy can. You're not getting you're not getting the small can. You're getting the 16-ounce, 1 pint.
Good.
Yeah. Slip.
Well,
sip
we're down to almost 3 minutes. So
okay, I'm done. It's 99. It's excellent. It's great. We'll leave it at that.
Robert,
I don't really got nothing. I haven't been to the store,
John.
so I got nothing to talk about other than this beer.
okay. Any videos coming up? Any interesting video reviews coming up?
I would like to say yes, but my life has been rather full, and I haven't, with my daughter and everything that's gone on with her, I haven't made a review in a while because my mind is in other places.
Understandable.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's understandable. But I'm glad you did take some time to come to Stout Sunday and present this great beer.
Oh, I tried. When I can do that, I do it because it's my getaway in the Sunday morning.
And I appreciate Michael, the Stout King, joining, and the Beverage Ramble for joining. And maybe next week, Johnny Neely will be back, perhaps even hosting. And you ever notice after I get off the shared screen, then it scrambles the order? You know, it's got everybody out of order, but it does now.
It switches everybody.
All right. But I hope Michael and his family have a good time at the beach club. I was looking at that on the internet. Is that the one that's called Silver Gull or what?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, they had their own website. I was looking at that in Queens, I believe.
That's the one. It's in Rockaway, Queens.
Yeah, and they were showing you could join the membership fees and all. I was like, that looks like a good thing to join, you know, if you live up there, obviously.
It's about a 40-minute drive from Brooklyn, where I live.
40 minutes.
You gotta
Come on,
go
Jay, you can fly that. You're independently wealthy. Just catch a flight every.
I can get a helicopter, Jay, and get there faster, right?
No thanks. Well, I bet if it was like a straight shot, not in a city, it would probably be a 10-minute drive.
That's probably true, but you know, there's a lot of people who are in front of you, and you have to wait for them. So you know how it goes.
Yeah. I guess they have places like that in Louisiana too. I'm just probably not aware of them. But anyway, that's it. Jean-Pierre and everybody. So Jean-Pierre, I'll be watching your videos as they come up, you know, the ones that are pertinent to what I've had.
Right.
And if Robert gets back to the videos, I'll be watching those. So, well, thanks to everybody. Y'all take care. Have a great, third week of July coming up here. We're in the third week of July. So take care. Enjoy the heat. Enjoy the humidity.
Thank you guys very much. Had fun.
Take care, everybody.
Later.
Bye, everybody.